Now the Illinois State Fair rolls on despite the heat. Alexandra Rayford has been at the fairgrounds this morning, and she has a rundown of what to expect for the fair this weekend.
Well, it has been a very fun and exciting week here at the fair. I mean, just look at the performers we've had at the grandstand, for example. We've had Sheryl Crow, Snoop Dogg, Brad Paisley, and tonight we're going to have the Chainsmokers at 8 p.m. Now, that's going to be a very fun and exciting show. I think so anyway. I mean, just look at the songs they have. They've got, Closer, Roses, Something Just Like This with Coldplay, Don't Let Me Down. Very fun EDM pop, so that should be a fun show to see. Now, looking ahead to this weekend for the fair, tomorrow is actually Park District Conservation Day, and that means that members from more than 45 park districts from across Illinois are going to be here at the fairgrounds with games and activities for fairgoers to see. And also, you can expect the inaugural pickleball tournament. That's going to be fun. We all know how popular pickleball is these days. And also on Sunday, there's going to be the chili cook-off at the shed, a miniature horse show, and also the Lego competition. Now, I've actually judged at Lego competition before, and I got to tell you, kids, the things they come up with, it's really fun to see, and just to hear them say, like, oh, I came up with this because, they give a little backstory for their creation. So a lot of fun to check out over the weekend and, of course, today. But for right now, I'm Alexandra Rayford. Back to you.
Thank you, Alexandra. We'll be checking back in with Ms. Rayford a little later in the show, where she will be sampling some of the delicious food the State Fair has to offer. And for more State Fair coverage, stay with us on air and, of course, online throughout the fair. Also, follow us on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun, like Miss Petrie on the mechanical bull there. Well, the Illinois State Fair is continuing through the weekend. Alexandra Rayford has been at the fairgrounds all morning sampling some of the food you can check out in the final days of the fair.
Now, of course, there's plenty of activities and shows to be seen here at the fair, but who could ever forget about the fair food? So much to try, so many options to pick. But, of course, sometimes you want to stay with the classics like these cinnamon sugar donuts. And, of course, you got to love those. They're mini donuts, hot and fresh. And it's perfect throughout the day. I mean, obviously, people think of donuts in the morning, but you can have this all day while at the fair. So if you're looking for something classy, you can go with that. Or you can try something new and unexpected, like the strawberry lemonade boba. Now, I actually love boba myself, but I never would have thought of like something fruity and fresh like this. So let's give it a try. The pearls just pop right in your mouth. Perfect. It's summer. It's fair. I love it. The vibes, it's very fruity, but also still get that boba taste. It just literally pops in your mouth and, of course, tastes like strawberry lemonade. So what can you not love about it? I'm Alexandra Rayford. Back to you.
Thank you, Alexandra. We're going to still be out at the fair all weekend, of course. Stay tuned for more coverage tonight and through the weekend right here on News Channel 20 and our socials. All right, Nick, let's take a look at some State Fair photos. This one comes from us, from Aunt Wolf. A shot of some of the clowns from the Twilight Parade.
That's fun.
Very fun. Very, very nice. Thanks for sharing.
All right, second photo here comes from Kathy Carruthers. That's a good shot. I might steal that.
That's iconic fair. Yeah. That's the fair, right?
I might use that in the background next year.
Very nice. And finally, who's that familiar face? Very own Stacy Skryzak posed at the fair with some fans. She's got all the fans. Thank you, Susan, for sharing the photo with us. And we want to see more of your fair photos. Just use the WICS app and then click Chime In. You can do the same on newschannel20.com. Well, it's the final days of the 2025 Illinois State Fair, but there's still plenty to see and do this weekend. Saturday is Park District Conservation Day. Highlights of the day will include the Park District Pentathlon, as well as a pickleball tournament. And Sunday, the fair says farewell with Family Day. Families can enjoy a special Lego competition, as well as that delicious State Fair chili cook-off. And the grandstand, still some big concerts on the way tonight. The Chainsmokers light up the stage, as well as Def Leppard on Saturday. And then the fair will close out the grandstand concert with the Turnpike Troubadours on Sunday night.
Thanks, Darren. Let's head out now to the Illinois State Fair. That's where we find meteorologist Matt Bednar. Hi, Matt. How's it going today?
Yeah, thanks, Dawn. We're here at the State Fair, right next to the Expo building, and it's been a great day so far. A little warm, but the crowd is starting to grow here at the State Fair grounds. And today, it is First Responders and Healthcare Heroes Day at the fair. And this means free admission for all of the healthcare workers, police, firefighters, and EMTs. And there will also be special discounts at various food vendors. And while you're at the fair, you could also check out more great music tonight. The front men are having a free concert at the grandstand stage at 7:30. 7:30, and tonight at the Grand Central stage, and at the grandstand, the headliner is the Chainsmokers, who are hitting the stage at 8 p.m. Doors open at 7. But we also have going on at the State Fair. It means there's plenty of rides and food going on, and this also means millions of dollars pumped back into the state coffers, and that's if people show up. And our Carly Siegel joins us. Carly, what are fair organizers expecting this year?
Hi, Matt. Yeah, so the director of the Illinois Department of Agriculture, who's responsible for organizing the fair, says that he's optimistic that the fair will be the best yet this year. The Illinois State Fair is a very exciting 11 days for Central Illinois. Visitors from all over the world come down to the capital city for the rides, the food, special concerts like Megan Maroney, which broke an all-time historic record at the fair's concerts. All of these visitors means more revenue for the fair as well as Sangamon County, and it isn't just the fair that'll notice these numbers.
I would say that it's got to be well over $100 million as far as the impact that you'll see in Sangamon and the surrounding counties as far as economically. So that would be obviously gas, hotels, restaurants.
Of IDOA, Jerry Costello, says last year there were people from 48 out of the 50 states that visited the fair. And those fairgoers spent almost $10 million. Reporting live at the fair, I'm Carly Siegel. Matt, I'm tossing it back to you.
Thanks, Carly. And according to the state, last year's economic impact were more than $86 million. And coming up at 6, Carly's going to be talking to business owners who are reaping the benefits of this year's fair. And we'll be sending it back to the studio. We'll be checking back in with me in a little bit.
All right, thanks, Matt. We'll check back in with her and Cheryl later in the show, too. Now, if you want to know what's going on at the State Fair, we have more fair coverage online. Also, follow us on social media for all the fun behind the scenes.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, food here at the State Fair is a big draw, and I've loved everything that I've tried. But you might want something that's a little bit easier to eat on the go, and our Alexandria Rayford brings us a look at some of those tasty snacks.
Now, of course, there's plenty of activities and shows to be seen here at the fair, but who could ever forget about the fair food? So much to try, so many options to pick. But, of course, sometimes you want to stay with the classics like these cinnamon sugar donuts. And, of course, you got to love those. They're mini donuts, hot and fresh. And it's perfect throughout the day. I mean, obviously, you know, people think of donuts in the morning, but you can have this all day while at the fair. So if you're looking for some classic, you can go with that. Or you can try something new and unexpected, like the strawberry lemonade boba. Now, I actually love boba myself, but I never would have thought of like something fruity and fresh like this. So let's give it a try. The pearls just pop right in your mouth. Perfect. It's summer. It's fair. I love it. The vibes, you know, it's very fruity, but also still got that boba taste. It just literally pops in your mouth and, of course, tastes like strawberry lemonade. So what can you not love about it? I'm Alexandra Rayford. Back to you.
Thanks, Alexandria. And if you want to try all those different fair foods, just try them out all throughout the area. And we're going to be going over to Cheryl, who will be teasing what you might be seeing at the pork patio.
Segment sponsored by Illinois Pork Producers.
Welcome back, everyone. The pork patio has been serving food, and great food, especially throughout the fair. Everything from sandwiches, kebabs, to even their new pulled pork mac and cheese. And our photojournalist, Amber, absolutely loves that. And we're going to be taking a look over to the pork patio right now with our very own chief meteorologist, Cheryl Lemke. Cheryl, what can we expect today for that food?
Everyone, joining me this evening, we have Miss Michaela Schaefer. She's with the Illinois Pork Producers Association. Again, thank you so much, Michaela, for joining us. And tell us about some of the scrumptious items that we can find here at the pork patio.
Yeah, so right here we have the pork burger, we have a pork chop on a stick, a pork twister, pork chop sandwich, lots of great things, and our new item, the pork mac and cheese.
Okay. So I know a lot of folks like to come on down, especially before the big concerts in the evening hours. Do you see the folks the crowds kind of picking up later in the evenings?
Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody wants to fuel up with pork before they get to their concert.
And besides the pork, you guys are also involved with your Pork Power program. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so our Pork Power program, we're getting rid of selling our t-shirt, and last year we gave over 150,000 pounds of ground pork, and we're hoping to meet 100,000 pounds of ground pork again this year.
Definitely a very worthy cause. So again, make it a point to stop on by the pork patio. Again, they're open every evening of the state fair. We're coming down the last few days of the state fair, but they're open every day until 8:30 in the evening hours. So coming down to the pork patio, and as I like to say here at the pork patio, it's go pig or go home. Back to you, Matt.
It's open to 8 p.m. every night, but it also opens at 10:30 in the morning. Welcome back, everyone. Besides the food, fun, and rides, there are a variety of different activities you can do at the fair this weekend. And the pickleball tournament is going to be starting up and wrapping up this weekend, and it happens in the Orr building, and players from all ages and levels can play. And Sunday is the Lego contest happening in the Expo building. There will be around 3 rounds of this. The first round registration starts at 10 a.m. and the competition will start 30 minutes later. And then at 11, there will be the judging and Lego kits will be provided, and it's free to participate. And I'll be one of the judges there at the Lego contest, as well as our Carly Siegel. So make sure you guys are stopping by and saying hi. And Saturday, the Park District Conservation Day, and Sunday is the last day of the fair, and it also will be Family Day. So there will also be plenty of things to do as we close out the fair. You can also check out the Budweiser Clydesdale Parade. Def Leppard will also be hitting the grandstand Saturday, and then the Turnpike Troubadours will be performing on Sunday. But that'll be all I have for you guys right now. We'll send it back to the studio with Dawn, reporting for the State Fairgrounds. I'm meteorologist Matt Bednar.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. We'll check back in with him and Cheryl a little bit later. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dawn Sterling. Springfield is gearing up for the final weekend of this year's Illinois State Fair, and it has been an exciting one. As always, we're bringing you team coverage from across the fairgrounds. We'll hear from meteorologist Cheryl Lemke at the pork patio in just a few minutes. But first, we're going to check in with meteorologist Matt Bednar with the fun he's had this afternoon. Matt?
Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, it has been a great last Friday of the State Fair. Great music. We got the strolling piano going on right now. The food, like always, smells amazing. It's a little warm out here. I've seen some people with umbrellas, but it's not to beat the rain. It's actually to help them beat the heat, and it's definitely been warming up across the area. But for this day, in the final Friday of the fair, it is First Responders and Healthcare Workers Day, and all police, firefighters, EMTs, and healthcare workers have been able to show their badge at the gate and get in for free. There's also discounts and special offers from vendors around the fairgrounds. And if you're looking for something to try out new with your kids, you could head over to Conservation World, where they have a variety of activities from fishing clinics to archery range and a BB gun range as well. Both ranges are open until 11 p.m. every day. You can find the archery range at the IDNR tent and the BB gun range inside the Conservation Police tent. But along with all the fun that the State Fair has brought, it has also meant millions of dollars being brought in back not only into the state, but here in Sangamon County. News Channel 20 Carly Siegel will break down a closer look at how the fair has been impacting people. Carly?
Hi, Matt. Yeah, so the fair is still looking pretty crowded. People are coming in, even though the fair is nearing its end. I'm currently in the ag tent, and we spoke with the director of agriculture, who said attendance is breaking records as there's almost over 770,000 people. And with those high numbers means that people are coming into Sangamon County, and we're feeling an economic impact.
Economic impact study, I would say that it's got to be well over $100 million as far as the impact that you'll see in Sangamon and the surrounding counties as far as economically.
This revenue going to local gas stations, hotels, and restaurants. Illinois Director of Agriculture Jerry Costello says one local business says people are coming from the fair to their store and they notice it.
With us getting like our fair drinks that are only here at the fair, lots of people are ordering them in store, which lets us know that they did get they wanted to come here from the fair, you know?
Abby Bowen is the Hayes Bakery and Coffee Shop barista lead. She says she sees familiar faces from their store at the fair. Another local vendor, Jerry Tanner with Home Run Grill in Cesar, Illinois, says people are making the long drive just for their food.
We have people driving 3 hours, 45 minutes, everything, got to try our food.
These vendors say that the state fair is big time for their business, You can find their stands all around the fair, and you still have plenty of time to check it out before the fair ends. Reporting live at the fairgrounds, I'm Carly Siegel. I'm sending it back to you.
Thanks, Carly. Yeah, and the state also said that they got visitors from 48 of the 50 states. And fair organizers are hoping to break last year's record attendance. In 2024, there was more than 773,000 people attending the state fair, and the number of fairgoers each year has risen since 2021 after the drop from the pandemic. And this year, there's already set records at the grandstand, with Megan Maroney breaking an attendance record for her concert.
And sponsored by Illinois Pork Producers.
Welcome back, everyone. And food has been one of the main staples here at the Illinois State Fair. I've loved pretty much everything that I've tried, and that includes even the food at the pork patio, one of the best spots in the fairgrounds. And that's where we find our very own Chief Meteorologist, Cheryl Lemke. Cheryl, what can people expect for today?
Hi everyone, we are live here at the pork patio, and it's kind of a sad evening because it's our last evening of broadcasting live from the pork patio. Over the last week or so, it's been kind of my home away from home. I'll tell you what though, as you're walking around the fairgrounds, you can really work up quite a hefty appetite, and what better way to satisfy that appetite than to head on down here to the pork patio. Joining me this evening, we have Miss Michaela Schaefer. She's with the Illinois Pork Producers Association. She's a director of marketing. Hey, Michaela.
Hey, I'm so happy to have you guys out here tonight.
Yeah, it's always been a pleasure. Can you tell us about this item and some of the other scrumptious items that are available here at the pork patio?
Yeah, so this is our new pulled pork mac and cheese. Definitely been a hit every night. We also have pork burgers, pork chops, pork chop on a stick, lots of fan favorites from last year.
And I think one of the neat things too, the prices are all very reasonably priced here at the pork patio.
Yes, absolutely. People say that we're about the best deal at the fair.
Yeah. And I have to admit, over the last several days, I keep having people coming up to me time after time saying how much they truly enjoy coming to the pork patio. They've really made it a family tradition. So what do you think that can be attributed to?
Yeah, I definitely think we have great prices. Lots of volunteers give great customer service, and then our producers are usually in the cashier stand, so that's always a great help as well.
Yeah. So again, there's so many different options out there, but definitely make it a point to stop on by the pork patio in the evening hours. They're open up every day at the state fair until 8:30 in the evening hours. So again, come on down to the pork patio. You'll be really glad that you did. Reporting live from the pork patio. Let's go back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Cheryl. And the pork patio opens up at 10:30 in the morning for the next 2 days. And a little rumor has been going around that someone in the studio might even want a pork chop sandwich, so we'll send it back to you, Don.
All right, thank you so much. For more State Fair coverage, stay with us on air and online throughout the fair. Also follow us on social media for all the fun behind the scenes.
Welcome back, everyone. Here at the State Fair, it has been an awesome last over a week now since we're on the last Friday. Great food, great rides, and also plenty of performers that are going to be going on all throughout the weekend as well. Chain smokers are going to be tonight. If I had a recommendation for anywhere to go for food, go to the Village of Cultures, because it has not only a wide variety of different vendors, but you also get $3 samplers to try out many of the over a dozen different nationality unique cultural foods. But as we head into the end of the State Fair and over this weekend, you can expect the pickleball tournaments to be wrapping up over the next few days, and it's happening in the Orr building. Players from all ages and skills can play. And Sunday is the Lego contest happening in the Expo building, and there'll be 3 rounds. The first round registration starts at 10 a.m. Competitions will start 30 minutes later, and the judging will be at 11. And Legos will be provided, the Lego kits, and I will be judging those Lego contests as well as our very own Carly Siegel.
Oh, it's the final weekend of the State Fair. It's hard to believe, but there's still plenty of fun left to be had. Def Leppard and the Turnpike Troubadours are set to headline the grandstand, and there are plenty of free shows and concerts going out throughout the weekend as well. And for the final Friday of the fair, it was First Responders and Healthcare Heroes Day. All police, firefighters, EMTs, and healthcare workers just had to show their badge at the gate to get in for free. There are also discounts and special offers from vendors around the fairgrounds for them. And if you are looking for something new to try with your kids, you'll want to head over to Conservation World. They have a variety of activities, from fishing clinics to archery range and youth BB gun range. You can find archery range at the IDNR tent and the BB gun range inside the conservation tent. Along with all of the fun of the state fair, it also means millions of dollars being put back into not only the state, but Sangamon County too. Our Carly Siegel was at the fairgrounds earlier today and gives us a closer look at the fair's impact.
I'm still out at the fair, and it's looking pretty crowded still, even though it's nearing the end of its time. I spoke with the director of agriculture, and he said attendance is breaking records with over 770,000 people. And with those high numbers of people means Sangamon County feels an economic impact.
I would say that it's got to be well over $100 million as far as the impact that you'll see in Sangamon and the surrounding counties as far as economically.
This revenue going to local gas stations, hotels, and restaurants, Illinois Director of Agriculture Jerry Costello says. One local business says people are coming from the fair to their store and they notice it.
With us getting like our fair drinks that are only here at the fair, lots of people are ordering them in store, which lets us know that they did get they wanted to come here from the fair, you know?
Abby Bowen is the Hayes Bakery and Coffee Shop barista lead. She says she sees familiar faces from their store at the fair. Another local vendor, Jerry Tanner with Home Run Grill in Cesar, Illinois, says people are making the long drive just for their food.
We have people driving 3 hours, 45 minutes, everything, got to try our food.
The vendors say that the state fair is big for their business. You could find their stands located all around the fair, and you still have time to check it out. Reporting at the fairgrounds, I'm Carly Siegel.
Welcome back. Fair food is one of the biggest draws to the Illinois State Fair, but with all the activities, it might be wise to grab something easy to eat while you're walking around. Our Alexandria Rayford shows us some tasty snacks.
Now, of course, there's plenty of activities and shows to be seen here at the fair, but who could ever forget about the fair food? So much to try, so many options to pick. But, of course, sometimes you want to stay with the classics like these cinnamon sugar donuts. And, of course, you got to love those. They're mini donuts, hot and fresh. And it's perfect throughout the day. I mean, obviously, you know, people think of donuts in the morning, but you can have this all day while at the fair. So if you're looking for something classy, you can go with that, or you can try something new and unexpected, like this strawberry lemonade boba. Now, I actually love boba myself, but I never would have thought of like something fruity and fresh like this, so let's give it a try. The pearls just pop right in your mouth. Perfect. It's summer. It's fair. I love it. The vibes, you know, it's very fruity, but also still get that boba taste. It just literally pops in your mouth and, of course, tastes like strawberry lemonade. So what can you not love about it? I'm Alexandria Rayford. Back to you.
Thanks, Alexandria. One of my favorites at the fair is always the falafel sandwich. Not easy to eat and move and walk. It's terrible. You have to sit down. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.